Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil HD. Last video we saved our buddy Richard here from his deadly snake poison toxins. Hopefully the serum we gave him is going to prolong his life a little bit longer. We opened up a couple of doors with our armor key. Among few other things, we actually made pretty good progress in the last video, I have to say, so we're just going to move on from here. Now this big door we can also open, and in here we're going to be doing another puzzle. Shocker, I know. So this is this room on the map. It's on the eastern side of the mansion. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. No. We don't want to press the switch until we solve the puzzle. But once we solve the puzzle, we can get the item that's in this depression. So unfortunately, that is just within arm's reach at the moment. So let's get puzzle solving. Want to push that statue first, then the one on the bottom left, and then the one on the bottom right. And that should solve that puzzle. The one on the top left will go back on its own, and once those have been moved into place, you can press the switch. And our prize will be revealed to us. This is a jewelry box. And that's it for this room. All we needed was the jewelry box, so once we have that, we can take a look at it. There is a puzzle involved with this. There's a sun and a moon on the top part of the box. On the plate it says, "Sunshine will awaken me." So the two pieces in the sunshine are two pieces of heart. So what you want to do is look for the pieces of heart on the box and press the switches with those pieces of heart. And then once you do that, the jewelry box will open and we will get a mask. So this is a death mask without eyes, nose, or a mouth. So that is one of 4 death masks. We're going to need to pick those up in order to do a puzzle a little bit later on. So for now, all that we're really doing is picking up these masks. They're going to be living in my item box for a little while until it's time to use them, obviously. So right now, what I'm going to do is go down to my safe room, back to my item box, and make some room in my inventory because my inventory is pretty darn full. And as you can see, we also have a couple of really nice gifts that Barry has left for us. There was a little piece of writing on the wall outside the safe room that I didn't have a chance to read, but essentially Barry has just left you a memo saying, "I found some stuff, Jill, here you go. Hopefully it's going to be of good use to you." And it is going to be of good use, I think, Barry. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep the musical score with me at the moment. I think we'll go ahead and work on solving that puzzle next. I don't think I'm going to need any herbs at the moment. I'm going to put that away. I think all I'll have with me at the moment is my armor key, the musical score, and my weapon. The rest of the stuff can live in my item box. And then I'll pick up this stuff that Barry's left and put that in my item box as well. A couple of really nice goodies. It's a very, very thoughtful present. We get some first aid sprays and some shells. Again, shells that we can't use because we don't have the weapon associated with that ammo type yet. But that's okay, we'll start stockpiling for when that time comes. And with that, let's go back out. I guess I should actually read the memo that Barry left for us. You can see it's written here. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble, Barry. And there will be a similar memo for Chris, except for that Wesker leaves stuff for Chris instead of Barry leaving things for Jill. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the other side of the mansion again. We're seeing a lot of back and forth here. But now that we have the musical score, we can do another puzzle for another key, actually. This time not just a key item, but an actual key. And in the dining room here, I'm also going to pick up an item that is above the fireplace. There is a wooden emblem that we can take, and that is going to be used in our next puzzle alongside the musical score. And in this hallway, I unlocked this door in the last video, but I didn't go in here because we needed the musical score. And now that we have it, we can come in here and we can complete this room all in one go. So there's a nice piano here, an expensive looking grand piano. That's going to be used in our puzzle. There is some ink ribbons on the table. And in the back of the room, there is a bookshelf that you can push. And we can pick up this glowing file, which is also part of a musical score. So if you take a look at this piece, it reads Moonlight Sonata. And half of the pages are missing. The beginning and last sections of the music are missing. So what we can do is combine those two together, and that will create the entire musical score for the Moonlight Sonata. So once those pieces have been reunited, we can then go up to the piano and use the sheet music. Jill plays that piano so beautifully, doesn't she? So once you've done that, the secret door will open. And a quick note about this room is if you're playing Chris, he doesn't actually know how to play the piano, so there's a little bit more involvement in this puzzle if you're playing Chris. I don't want to spoil it too much, but long story short, it's a lot easier to do as Jill. So once this door has opened, we can take a look at this glowing thing on the ground. I think this is a memo from Trevor. This is his diary. November 24th, 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons. That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray that you are safe. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday, and the one that we found upstairs in the study. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said that they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat said something like, "Most likely your family is already. I pray for their safety." Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be easy. I have to get past all the booby traps. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. So that memo is actually from the guy that helped build the Spencer Mansion. So he's the guy that actually went ahead and built all the traps. So we have him to thank for all of this puzzle-solving bullshit. Once you try to take out the emblem, the door will close so we can replace it with the wooden emblem, which will allow us to escape. And with the golden emblem, we can now put that in the place of the wooden emblem on top of the fireplace. So a lot of item switching here. So let's go back to the dining room. And let's see what happens. Oh, we get to do a clock puzzle. All right. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. It looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Try it. Yes, what we need to do here is make the clock 6 p.m. So if you turn the shorthand twice to the left, you should be able to solve this puzzle. Very, very easy. Dun da da da! There we go! There's a key behind the clock! And if we take a look at this and examine it, this is the shield key. Now this key is very special because it's only used for one door in the entire mansion, and that is going to be a door that will unlock to our first sort of boss battle. So that is going to be interesting. We're finally coming up onto some more dangerous enemies here. We are going to be seeing our first boss pretty shortly. So that's some pretty exciting stuff. With all of that done and taken care of, I'm going to head back to my safe room. Along the way, though, I've just gone ahead and I've picked up the blue gemstone. That was from the statue we dropped off the second floor quite a while ago now at this point, and there's a small room to my right with a dagger, and once we go into this room we can actually use that blue gemstone. It's only used for this puzzle, and this is just half of the puzzle. So these were the tiger eyes that Trevor mentioned in his diary. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. So the blue light is obviously the blue gemstone. We don't have the yellow gemstone yet, but we will later on. But if you want to go ahead and use that blue gemstone now, feel free to do so. You'll get yourself some shotgun shells, and that way you don't have to worry about keeping the blue gemstone in your inventory or in your item box. However, it's completely up to you if you want to wait and just come in here when you have both gems. Well, Jill, I think we made some pretty decent progress so far. I think this is only video number 6. And you can tell that there's really no shortage of things to do in this mansion, no shortage of puzzles to solve or key items to get. I'm really, really happy with the progress we've made so far, so I think that's gonna do it for me, guys. We are going to continue on in the next video, and we are probably gonna go and see our first boss. We do have quite a few more doors that we can actually open up with the armor key. We're definitely not finished with that yet. As you can see, there's still a lot of rooms in this mansion. A lot of them we haven't finished yet, a lot of them we haven't gone into yet. We're just going to continue on next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you then.